Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. You girls really love my Descendants videos, don't you? Thank you so much from my heart to yours. When I record these videos, I speak to you from my heart. I never pre-write anything. I don't have any pre-written statements. I never think about what I want to say. I just want to touch all of your hearts, and I like to believe that I do that in one way or another. And it seems as though every single time somebody hits the like button or hits the subscribe button, you show me how much you love these videos. And from my heart to yours, there is no place in the world I would rather be than being sitting behind this microphone, having the honor and the privilege of recording this podcast for each and every one of you. A podcast that I never thought in my wildest dreams I would ever have the honor and the privilege of creating for you. Because I've hosted a lot of podcasts. Most of the time I was the co-host of a show, and I couldn't say what I wanted to say. I couldn't do what I wanted to because it was about putting over the host of the show and the specific niche they were trying to attract. And I think one of the best decisions I ever made in my career was going out on my own and creating my own podcast for each and every one of you so that you could love Descendants and Zombies and talk about it as much as what you have. Unquestionably, Duff Cameron made me famous overnight. But while I could be thanking Duff Cameron for having made me famous overnight, I should be thanking each and every one of you. Over 1,000 plus views has come in on one video over the last 24 hours. Another 500 plus views has come in on another YouTube video over the last 24 hours. And some 400 plus views have come in on another video over the last 24 hours. The Worlds Collide Tour of videos, the numbers are unprecedented. They speak for themselves, and just put into perspective how unbelievable YouTube channel this is and how incredibly supportive each and every one of you are. Unquestionably, Duff Cameron made me famous overnight. Out of all the celebrities that I've talked about over the years, and I've talked about a lot of celebrities, everybody from Lindsay Lohan to Ryan McCartan to Amy Jo Johnson of Pink Power Ranger fame to Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, whoever I talked about on this YouTube channel, unquestionably Duff Cameron made me famous overnight. And I can't thank you girls enough for having hit the subscribe button as many times as what you have. You're even inspiring me now to lift weights and get in shape to be a part of the Descendants cast. And if you think I should do that, then hit the subscribe button. I would love to be the Prince Charming in the Descendants franchise. Unquestionably, I fell in love with Ruby Rose Turner over a decade ago. I thought she was just incredibly talented, and I'm going to miss Ruby having been a part of the Descendants franchise. No matter where I go, no matter what I do, I want Ruby to know that I will forever love her and I will forever support her in whatever she wants to get the most out of life for having done. I just think that she was just so valuable to the Descendants franchise, and she just created magic. She was just so vibrant, so full of life. She was just so strong and inspired a lot of people to be better people than what they were. I will admit to each and every one of you that I made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I wish I was in possession of a pocket watch to go back in time and fix those mistakes. I know I can't do it. They are in my past, and I try to forget about it, but sometimes it's really difficult to do that. It's really difficult for me to make sense of my own life. But that's why I say that girls are so important in this world, because I think Descendants even more so has taught girls that they are so valuable in life because they help guys make sense of everything that they can't. I don't know everything, and I have publicly admitted on this show more than once that I don't know everything. For most of my life, I have been alone. A lot of girls could never make sense of why I was so incredibly supportive of this niche. But I don't regret having been incredibly supportive of this niche, either Descendants or Zombies, because this is the niche that saved my life, because I could never make sense of where I was going, what I wanted the most out of life for having done, what I wanted to be remembered for. But unquestionably, I know now that I will go down in history for having been one of the greatest of all time to ever do it, and it's because of each and every single one of you. I want to say thank you to Duff Cameron for having made me famous overnight. I want to say thank you to Ruby Rose Turner for being incredibly beautiful and incredibly sweet. I want to say thank you to Kylie Cantrell for just being Kylie Cantrell. Because without these girls, I don't know where I would be. And I don't know where I would be today in this world. I would be somewhere out there, but where I don't know. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for having hit the subscribe button as many times as what you have. I know there are still a lot of people who have yet to hit my subscribe button, and hopefully you will hit my subscribe button because you love Descendants and Zombies as much as what I do. It's a passion that's brought us all together. And you know, I could never understand or seem to make sense of why more people didn't love Descendants or Zombies. I wish that more parents were more supportive of Descendants and Zombies because of just how inspired their children have become because of Descendants and Zombies, and how much more fearless they are, how they're not afraid of anything, how they are more courageous, how they can stand up to their bullies. It's inspired us to do a lot of things. And it's because of people like Kylie Cantrell, Ruby Rose Turner, who have done a fabulous job after having had the torch passed to them. And I can't forget about Mila Baker either, because she did a fabulous job as Chloe Charming. I know that Mila has a lot of fans out there, and I don't talk a whole lot about Mila because I think that the stars of this one are definitely, without question, Kylie Cantrell and Ruby Rose Turner, because of just how much of an inspiration they have been to so many people. I don't know, I just find it hard getting used to Liamani Segura coming in as Pink. I know I will over time, and I know I will love her just as much as what I do Ruby Rose Turner, and how much I have loved Ruby Rose Turner, but I just don't think you can do Descendants 5 without Ruby, and I'm going to miss Ruby so much. I'm going to miss Ruby for forever. I know everything there is to know about Ruby. I even know her dad's name. I know how he's an English guy, how he loves English muffins. I know how Ruby loves tacky chips. I know how Ruby was brokenhearted over being turned down for so many roles. I followed Ruby on social media for forever, and I thought she was just so incredibly talented. That was the thing about Ruby. Ruby was just so kind. I can only wish or hope that there are going to be more kind people that will be found in this world. And I hope all of you grow up to be kind people too, because I know in my mind that each and every one of you, I know in my heart that each and every one of you will grow up to be kind, because this is the most powerful niche I think that I've ever had the privilege of having recorded a commentary for, and I just love being here. I really do love being here. There is no other place or no other opportunity I wish I could have had than being able to sit behind this podcast microphone and to be able to critique Descendants in a way that I have. I think that they have seen their fair share of criticism, and it really breaks my heart that Kylie Cantrell's political point of view was brought into this conversation where it had no business being. It really broke my heart, especially when people were criticizing her for not having been a Donald Trump supporter, because they do exist out there. There are people out there that will die over Donald Trump and will die loving Donald Trump as much as what they have. Kylie Cantrell just chose to go in the other direction, and because of that, her political point of view was brought into the conversation. I want Kylie to know that something can be done about that, and I will run for president of the United States if I have to. If I get enough Descendants fans who subscribe to this YouTube channel, then I will go as far as to give Disney Plus to them for free. I will give each family in America a free trip to Disney World, and I'll tell you why. Because I never had the opportunity to go to Disney World when I was a kid, and I wanted to go to Disney World more than anything else in this lifetime. And I just want families to be able to take their kids to Disney World under an affordable price, either that or for free, so they can live my dream out through them. And it would make me incredibly happy to be your president of the United States and to give Kylie Cantrell a president that they can finally be proud of, because Kylie Cantrell, she at least deserves that in her life, and she deserves credit where credit is due. I mean, who out there goes out and makes an EP with so many incredible songs, from See You Tonight to Denim to Goodie Bag, and can get millions of downloads and such a huge response like Kylie Cantrell? Kylie Cantrell is just absolutely beautiful. She's absolutely gorgeous, and I want Kylie Cantrell to know that she did nothing wrong in her relationship or for referring to her fans as cuties, because I think there are fans out there that just absolutely love being referred to as cuties by Kylie Cantrell. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with how dedicated Kylie Cantrell has been to the Descendants franchise. I mean, she was just so off the book with Descendants. A lot of people were really critical about Kylie Cantrell having the role of Red donned on her, but I think she did a fabulous job with this. And I think she did an even better job, a far better job than what Dove Cameron ever did. Now, I know Dove Cameron is one of the girls that can be credited for forever for having made me famous overnight, because Dove Cameron really did. I mean, Dove Cameron video after Dove Cameron video on this YouTube channel, and my fame exploded overnight. But it didn't just explode because of Dove Cameron, it exploded because of each and every one of you, because you hit my subscribe button when you didn't have to. And for that, I just want to say thank you from my heart to yours, because I honestly don't know where I would be without each and every one of you. I can never say thank you enough to each and every one of you. For every little girl who ever hit my subscribe button, thank you so much. You know, I didn't intend to become the voice of Descendants or Zombies. I didn't intend for this show to be devoted to Descendants and Zombies, but So many people were emailing me about it, so many people were bringing it to my attention that I thought it would be really cool if I created a bunch of Descendants and Zombies videos. And I didn't think that people were going to subscribe to this by the thousands. I didn't think I was going to get thousands of views. But I sit here less than a year after this show premiered on August 5th, 2024, with 3,000 subscribers, thousands of subscribers. Over 25,000 plus views have come in on this YouTube channel since this morning. Thank you so much. And that's something else that I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for. 25,000 views is huge. So from here, we go to 30,000. From 30,000, we go to 40,000. From 40,000, we go to 50,000, and so on. This could not have happened if each and every one of you didn't love Descendants as much as what you have. Or you didn't love Dove Cameron. Or you didn't love Kylie Contrell. For whatever reasons you had for finding me on YouTube and subscribing to my YouTube channel, thank you so much. I always like to believe that it was because of how I could tell stories that related to Descendants, and I know I've told some really far out there stories. I've told some really crazy stories about wanting to hunt vampires, how I've hunted vampires, how some of my girlfriends thought they were vampires, how I've had to slay vampires, how I thought there could have been a zombie apocalypse, and how I was preparing you for a zombie apocalypse. I just recently got back from a park trip today, and I was in the park, and I thought that I could have been attacked by zombies while walking the trail. Thankfully enough, it didn't happen, and I got some really cool pictures from my Facebook page, but you can never be too prepared or too sure of yourself that you won't be attacked by zombies, because just when you think it can't happen, it probably would. I moved into this house because I thought it was haunted. I thought there was a chance of a soda plantation and a chemical plant nearby me to explode, because I wanted to experience what it would have been like to be a part of the Zombies franchise. And you know what? If I get 50,000 likes or 50,000 subscribers, there is a chance that that could happen. Because you girls think Jonathan Clarke is really sweet, you think he's really cool, you think he is fearless. So if you hit the subscribe button, you can get me in as part of the Zombies franchise, and I can kill a bunch of zombies. I can slay a bunch of vampires. I can do the whole dangling from a helicopter thing and go, that would be really cool. And you girls can make that happen. You can also make my dream come true of having been run for president of the United States, regardless of if I get in as president or not. I would love to see it happen. And one really critical thing that I always wanted to do with this YouTube channel was this. I wanted to inspire you all to be stronger. I wanted you to inspire to, accomplish your dreams. There is no better feeling in the world when someone who creates YouTube videos knows that he or she has inspired somebody to become something better in life and to make the most out of every opportunity that you are given. And I like to believe that through this YouTube channel and the power of uploading a video every day, at least once a day, has encouraged somebody to stand up for what they believe in, to feel more encouraged than they already have been, and to become stronger. So what I mean by that is, if you think that you should join the gym, then hit the like button. If you think that I should join the gym, then you hit the like button, because I also look for inspiration from each and every one of you. Now, I know there is a lot that goes into, the whole Descendants kind of thing. You have to be in shape for this. You have to lift weights. You have to do parkour like Kylie Contrell and Mila Baker had to do. So if you think that I should start doing, extensive training, lifting weights, join a gym, hit the like button and let me know about that, because I can get in as a character for Descendants. I also would like the opportunity to create for Descendants, and what I mean by that is be a director for this, because I know that you guys have heard your fair share of criticism for having been Descendants fans, and I think it's long overdue that you get a guy on YouTube and you see a guy on YouTube who creates great videos for each and every one of you, where you can actually hear something nice about your favorite Descendant stars, and these videos will inspire you to become stronger and to hit the subscribe button. Because what it comes down to is, I can upload 100 videos every day on this YouTube channel, video after video, but I can get no likes and no subscribers, and these videos would not reach as many people as what they have. But because of each and every one of you hitting the like button and subscribe button as many times as what you have, these videos are reaching more people than they ever have before. And I have each and every one of you to thank for that. Because of the Worlds Collide Tour, because of the original Descendants cast, because of this new cast, because of the Rise of Red, because of the original 3 movies. For whatever reason you are here, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for having helped me make sense of life in a lot of situations that I never could. Because to be honest with each and every one of you, a lot of girls left me in relationships because I fell into this niche. And the cool thing was I chose this niche over any relationship that I was ever in because they couldn't make sense of why I loved it so much. Their daughter loved it so much, I would watch it with them. I loved every opportunity I got to sit down with them and watch the movies and try to make sense of it and why you love Sophia Carson and Dove Cameron as much as what you did. I can see why you love Dove Cameron so much. I can see why you respect Dove Cameron so much. Dove Cameron deserves all the respect in the world. Maybe not so much so for closing the book on Descendants and her Disney past, like she said for so many podcasts after she left Disney. But she deserves all the respect in the world, and so too does Kylie Control, too does Ruby Rose Turner, and I just wanted to showcase that on this YouTube channel. For those of you who are new here, I am a really sweet guy, and what you see is what you get. You don't get anything different from what you see from the very first video that was uploaded on this YouTube channel. And I know that I've said a lot of things about Ryan McCartan and Thomas Doherty that I probably never should have said, and I've apologized for it many times, but from what I saw with the relationship between Dove Cameron and Ryan McCartan and the way it was profiled, I believe that I was justified in saying what I did. And because of what I said, Ryan McCartan is nowhere to be seen on YouTube anymore and hasn't uploaded a video in over a year. So I may have gotten through to Ryan. But I don't think any girl deserves to be treated the way that they are in abusive relationships. So I'm talking about Kylie Control and Dove Cameron. I'm not just talking about them, but I'm talking about you guys too. If you feel as if you're in a relationship where you're not appreciated, let me just say it this way, then you have to take yourself out of it because you can achieve more out of life and you can become a stronger person because of it. You guys helped me make sense of life, and more times often than enough when I felt like I had nobody, I knew I had this show, and I had each and every one of you that I could tell anything to. I could use this show as a journal, as a portal, and I could come on here anytime throughout my lifetime, and I could talk to you about everything. And when I went away a year and a half ago, it was really hard for me. I didn't want to be gone. I felt like I hadn't finished what I started. And even 7.5 years ago when I recorded what I believe to have been my final podcast after some persuasion, I thought I was done. I didn't think anyone was going to care about my show. I didn't think anyone was really going to care about me and what I had to say about Dove Cameron and Ruby Rose Turner, mind you, but thousands of girls have hit the subscribe button for this YouTube channel for whatever reasons that you have, and some of my very first subscribers are still here. Perhaps because they believe that life is sweeter when all of you are. And I think that all of us can really make a difference because there is never enough kindness shown in this world, and that's all I ever wanted to convey with this YouTube channel was a message of kindness. And I like to believe that I did that. In whatever way that I did that, I like to believe that I did that. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos and not trusting in anyone else on YouTube to create Descendants videos the way that you trusted in me. I've been creating Descendants videos for over the last 10 years. I know I've went away time and time again, but I want you guys to know that I will always be here. This show will always be here for you to help you make sense of life when more times than often enough that you can't make sense of life, because I think you've deserved that for far long enough, and I like to believe that I was able to do that for each and every one of you. Just think about it like this. If every single person hit the subscribe button for this YouTube channel, can you imagine the impact and the imprint that you would leave forever on this YouTube channel? I just got a new subscriber today, and I want to say thank you to her for hitting the subscribe button when she did. And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who have already hit the subscribe button. But can you imagine if, say, this video puts up 500 views? Because of the Worlds Collide Tour, which I hope you all have your tickets for. There are so many arena dates, a total of 43 arena dates for this one. But can you imagine if every single person who watched this video hit the subscribe button? Now, I know that is virtually impossible for ever happening, but if every one of you hit the subscribe button, this YouTube channel would have an incredible reach. And if you're somebody who's thinking about hitting the subscribe button on this YouTube channel, it's a beautiful summer day in July. I would love for you to subscribe to this YouTube channel because you could make this YouTube channel that much stronger. Think about it like this. You go to the gym and you use the ab machine or you use the treadmill. So the more that you use the ab machine, the stronger you get. So if you hit the subscribe button on this YouTube channel, the stronger this YouTube channel becomes because of your passion for Descendants for Zombies. And because if you hit the subscribe button, somebody else can find this YouTube channel. They can share in their reasons why they love Descendants of Zombies. They can join this beautiful community filled with so many beautiful Descendants of Zombies fans. And that's all I've ever wanted. When I first moved into this house and found it near a chemical plant and a soda plantation, each and every one of you never ever quit on me. And I can't thank you enough for having never ever quit on me, because when you didn't quit on me, you very easily could have. But you're all here because of your passion for Descendants and Zombies, and I can't thank you enough for that. I honestly can't thank you enough for that, because you could be on anybody else's YouTube channel. I mean, the reality of it is I'm up against 15 million critics. I'm up against 50 million other people who create Descendants and Zombies videos for whatever reasons they create Descendants and Zombies videos. And I have never, ever had a more prestigious honor bestowed upon me than to be able to sit behind this podcast microphone and create Descendants and Zombies videos the way that I have for each and every one of you. I believe that you have deserved the best for far long enough now, and I've wanted to give that to you. So how you have to think about it is like this. Yes, you go to the gym and you lift weights. So the more that you lift weights, what's going to happen is you're going to become stronger. So what you have to do is hit the subscribe button more. And when you hit the subscribe button more, you make this YouTube channel stronger. So the YouTube subscribers go from 2,721 all the way to 2,750. So if 50 people watch this video and they hit the subscribe button, then this YouTube channel becomes that much stronger. So that's what I want from you. I want you to hit the subscribe button. I want you to showcase how you love Descendants, why you love Descendants, and show the world that you are a dedicated Descendants fan, and that's all I've ever wanted from you, because we share in that same passion. So if you want to help make this YouTube channel stronger, then hit the subscribe button and let everybody know that life is indeed sweeter when all of us are. And we can be sweeter together, because I know there are a lot of people in this lifetime who just want a little bit of extra kindness shown to them when they don't necessarily see it. And you know what? I don't see a whole lot of kindness every day. A lot of people are really mean to me. A lot of people are really rude. But in that same light, when people are rude to me and they don't say hi to me, when I say hi back to them, I know I have each and every one of you. For every person who ever broke my heart in a relationship, at least I know I have each and every one of you who shares in that same passion as I do. Maybe not for video games or anything like that, but at least we have a passion for Descendants or Zombies. I know I'm a real nerd who plays a lot of video games, is into a lot of techie stuff. I always was in high school. I guess a lot of girls didn't see the good in me, but at least each and every one of you did. And I am forever thankful for each and every one of you having been here for as long as you have. I mean, some of you have been here for the better part of a year. Some of my very first subscribers are still here, and I will never ever forget you, because you have helped this YouTube channel have such an incredible reach. I have people subscribing from all over the world who are the most devoted and dedicated Descendants and Zombies fans in the world, and that is something to be very proud of. And you have helped make this YouTube channel, because of its incredible reach, that much stronger. And you have yet to make this YouTube channel that much stronger by hitting the subscribe button. And that's all I've ever wanted from you, along with helping me spread a message of kindness, which I've been very dedicated to doing. I put $5,000 behind this YouTube channel after a $500 camera, reciprocal light stuffies, posters, what have you, and I love this set. This is one of the best sets that I've ever had the opportunity to create and distribute for a YouTube channel. And I know that each and every one of you are going to help me make this YouTube channel that much stronger by hitting the subscribe button. Don't even think about hitting the subscribe button. Just hit the subscribe button and see what happens, because this YouTube channel is incredible. I love it so much, and I love each and every one of you for just being here and being a Descendants fan and helping me make sense of everything in life, and helping this YouTube channel reach so many incredible people who I think are really going to love these videos. I think a lot of people are really going to love these videos. So thank you so much for just being here and allowing me to be a part of your life. Thank you for having made me that song in your heart for what feels like forever, because it really has been an honor of mine to be able to sit behind this podcast microphone, talk about zombies, talk about Descendants, zombies invasions, getting abducted by aliens. Stop laughing. I love doing that, talking about wanting to run for president of the United States, which could happen. If you hit the subscribe button, it really could happen. I'm not saying that it can't, because it can happen. If you just hit the subscribe button, that's awesome. I'm sorry I don't believe in reading off of a paper and taking off my glasses like this and reading off of a paper like some guys do when they interview Dove Cameron and Clarke and Trail, but I've just never believed in having anything pre-written. I've never believed in saying anything only from your heart and directly from your heart, because your heart is your best friend. And that's something that I want all of you to trust in. Just know that your heart is your best friend, and your heart will always be your light out of darkness. And if you can always trust in your heart, you're going places. Believe you me. There is never enough kindness shown in this world, and I think we can all make more of an effort to show kindness to people who need it. And I like to believe that each and every one of you are going to help me spread that message of kindness and make this YouTube channel that much stronger. Ruby Rose Turner will forever and always be my favorite Descendants character. I will forever and always support her no matter what her choices are in life. Just got to stand behind her and let her know that everything is going to be okay. And I think it really makes a difference, just as you've let me know that everything is going to be okay. So I know there is somebody out there watching this video now who's going to hit the subscribe button, who really likes these videos, thinks I'm probably the best guy ever to create a Sinister Zombies video, loves me for it. One can only hope, because as a YouTube creator, one can only hope that someone out there is going to hear his voice on this beautiful July afternoon. And I hope that you have the time of your lives at the Worlds Collide Tour. It looks like a whole lot of fun. Guys, thank you so much for all the love and support you've shown this YouTube channel, because I honestly don't know where I would be without each and every one of you. So, with that having been said, what do you say we take this opportunity to go spread some kindness right now to somebody who may need it? Because I can guarantee you there's a friend you may have not talked to in a really long time who wants to hear a message of kindness from you and hear the words, I love you, so why not give that to them? They may not want to hear it from me, but they just might want to hear it from you, because kindness really does go a long way in this world, and we can never see enough of it. With that being said, I will be back tonight at some time tonight with another video uploaded on this YouTube channel, and I hope you will join me for it. Until then, be kind to one another. Bye, YouTube. We will do this again in just a couple of hours.